This story is called The Pencil, and it's written by Alan Alberg and Bruce Ingman. Once upon a time, there was a pencil, a lonely little pencil, and nothing else. The pencil lay there, which was nowhere in particular, for a long, long time. Then one day, that little pencil made a move. It shivered slightly, it quivered somewhat, and then it began to draw. The pencil drew a boy. "What's my name?" said the boy. Banjo," said the pencil. "Good," said Banjo. "Draw me a dog." The pencil drew a dog. "What's my name?" barked the dog. Bruce," said the pencil. "Excellent," said Bruce. "Draw me a cat." The pencil hesitated. "Please," said Bruce. So the pencil drew a cat named Mildred. And Bruce, of course, chased Mildred. And Banjo chased Bruce, round and round the house, which the pencil drew, up and down the road, which the pencil drew, and in and out of the park, which the pencil drew. They ran around for a long, long time, getting hot and bothered, tired and grumpy, and hungry. "Draw me an apple," said Banjo. "Draw me a bone," barked Bruce. "Draw me a mouse," meowed Mildred. "No," said the pencil. "No mouse." "All right, cat food then," meowed Mildred. Only then, "We can't eat this." "Apple?" yelled Banjo. "Bone?" barked Bruce. "Cat food?" meowed Mildred. "It's black and white." The pencil hesitated, frowned, looked thoughtful for a while, and drew a paintbrush. "What's my name?" said the paintbrush. Kitty," said the pencil. "Splendid," said Kitty. "How can I help?" After that, Kitty painted the apple and the bone and the cat food. She painted Banjo and Bruce, but not Mildred. Mildred was a black and white cat anyway. She painted the house and the road and the park. "What next?" cried the now cheerful and excited pencil. "Anything," yelled Kitty. She was excited too. "You draw and I'll colour it." And so they did. Banjo got a little sister named Elsie, and a mom and dad named Mr. and Mrs. Some grandmas and grandpas, 3 or 4 cousins, and an Uncle Charlie. And Bruce got a friend, an Airedale named Polly, and a ball. "What's my name?" said the ball. "Don't be silly," said the pencil. The ball made a sad face. "All right then, Sebastian," said the pencil. Then all of a sudden, trouble. Banjo kicked Sebastian into the air and broke a window. Polly ran off with Bruce's bone. "What's my name?" said the bone. One of Mildred's kittens, which she had just asked for, got stuck up in a tree, and everybody was grumpy and starting to complain. "This hat looks silly," said Mrs. "My ears are too big," said Mr. "I shouldn't be smoking a pipe," said a grandpa. "Get rid of these ridiculous trainers," yelled Elsie. The pencil hesitated, frowned, looked worried for a while, quivered somewhat, and then drew a rubber. After that, the rubber, as you might expect, rubbed things out. Hats and ears and such. The pencil and the paintbrush drew and painted them again, and everybody was happy. Only then, more trouble. The rubber rubbed other things out too. He was just too excited. He rubbed the table out, and he rubbed the chair out, and the rug out, and the front door out, and he even rubbed out the house. He rubbed the tree out, and the kitten, who was still in the tree, and the other kittens out, and the cousins, and the grandmas, and Uncle Charlie, out, out, out. He even rubbed the road out, and the park out, and the sky out. He rubbed everything, even Kitty, the paintbrush, out. Now, once more, there was only the pencil, that lonely little pencil, and nothing else. The rubber kept on coming. The pencil drew a wall to stop him. The rubber rubbed it out. He drew a cage to keep the rubber in, but the rubber rubbed it out. He drew a river and some mountains, some lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! The rubber rubbed them all out. And then, when all seemed lost and there was absolutely no escape, that brave and clever little pencil quivered somewhat, shivered slightly, and drew another rubber. And what did these two rubbers do? Their names were Ronald and Rodney, by the way. Yes, of course, as you will surely guess, they rubbed each other out. After that, of course, the pencil drew Banjo and Bruce, Mildred and the others all over again. And Kitty, he drew her as well, and she coloured them all in. He put the sun back in the sky, the house back on the road, the kitten back up in the tree, the grass back in the park, and the picnic, a lovely brand new picnic out on the grass. The picnic lasted a long, long time. Banjo played football with Sebastian. Oh, and his little cousins. Banjo's dad tried eating a boiled egg named Billy, but it ran off. A whole column of ants. "What's our names?" said the ants, came marching across the tablecloth. Finally, the sun went down. The eating and the games and the adventures came to a stop, and everybody and everything went home to bed. The pencil drew a moon in the sky and some darkening hills, and Kitty the paintbrush painted them. He drew a snug little box with a cosy lining, and Kitty painted that too. She painted him too, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. What would you draw if you were a pencil?